finals of the SIG game SIG Strasbourg against Filou Oostende. The final score is 91 to 94 for Filou Oostende. For this first part, we have with us Filou Oostende assistant coach Miss Gaël and their player Mr. Ross. So we'll start the question with the player. Okay, what's your first feeling after this special game?
It was great that we came out with the win. We fought really hard. Some certain strange circumstances happened on the court, but we just fought through and played it out and came out with the win. So we just came out here and tried to fight on the road.
You had a lead by 10, but 11. What was for you the balance of the game?
Yeah, it went up and down. Like I said, some strange things happened that time period. People that watch basketball understand it, but we just kept fighting through it, and we were able to finish strong in the fourth and come out with the win.
You had a very good point in this win, 30 points. Don't make 30 points every game, of course.
No, I don't. I was just trying to stay aggressive and make the right play. It's a really good team right here against Strasbourg, so just stayed aggressive, made the right read, and kept playing and kept playing defense as well.
Can I ask you, how does it feel to play in a full gym again? Because in Belgium we don't have any supporters. Does it motivate you, or even if it's the French supporters?
I think that was the biggest boost. Even though we're on the road, it doesn't matter. We hear the noise. We've been playing games with no fans for a while in Belgium, so to come to a place like this, packed and loud, you could see our team feeded off of it. We kind of loved it, so it was great to be in that type of atmosphere.
Was even the last game of this year?
Yeah, that's how we won. This is a great way to finish off, on the road and get a win for the last year, and then come back and get ready for the second half of the season. So that felt good to come and get a road win like this.
Do you have home advantage now in the next playoff phase?
We don't know yet. Right? Yeah.
Starting at home for sure, so you have the home advantage?
No, we're third.
Third.
We need to win by 7.
We need to win by 7. Yeah, so no problem. Yeah, we won by 1, so yeah, we're not going to be the second, but we'll see what happens. You stay with you, guys? I'll stay. Yeah, I'll stay, yep.
Coach, the same question. First feeling?
A bit of mixed feeling because we got the win in the end, but we would have rather won by 7, of course, so we got the second spot. Anyway, I'm really proud of the guys and how they fought. Like he said, a great atmosphere here against an amazing team. So congrats to Strasbourg also for reaching second spot. And I'm proud of the guys for the result. It's not by 7, but it's still a win against an amazing team, and that's what we need to remember and build on.
You didn't try to get these 7 points?
We tried. We tried. That was the goal, but there were a couple of tough plays they made, and we tried to execute. That's how the game ended. Of course, we tried to go by 7 and you gamble, but in the end, I'm still happy we got the win because, like I said, an amazing team, and I'm really proud of the guys, how they kept fighting. Even when we had a couple of important guys with fouls on the bench, they kept fighting, and every player for us is important, and they did an amazing job. There have been easier circumstances, but in the end, this is why you sit on the bench and you do the best you can. And the guys did an amazing job. That's all I can say. They really supported me, and we were one team, and that's the main thing. So happy to get the win.
Some other questions? Okay, thank you, Coach.
really tough to lose the game, all in all. But at the same time, just know we got second place and won the point differential. It's big time for us to get home court advantage. And just for us to be able to battle back down 10, 11, I think it's big for our confidence going into the next game against Dijon.
How can you explain the third quarter and then the coming back in the fourth quarter?
I think for us it was going in to the second half with higher intensity, just overall a better effort, playing smarter, just being able to come in the game and try and impose our will. And so we were able to do so a little bit and make some shots because it went a little rough for us in the first half.
It was quite an ugly game looking at what you did before. What happens to be so not bad but so difficulty to explain, but to do your basketball?
I think for us it was just paying attention to detail and not coming in and staying aggressive off the bat. I think we kind of jumped out to an early lead a little bit and got ahead of ourselves, and they climbed back into it and then took the lead. And they scored in plethora, Booth and Randolph. They're gifted players, and so I think going into the next round, that's something that we got to pay a little bit more attention to. Is they're more deadlier players and really lock in on those guys and focus on doing our best to shut them down.
In your head, it was not maybe the fact that you had 5 or 6 points before it made you take this game easily without focus, not to be focused as you are usual?
No, not at all. I think for me it's just coming in and staying focused and giving 110%. I know you're not always going to score in bunches, but at the same time you got to find your points. I felt for the most part that I took good shots, but it's just all about seeing them go in, putting your legs into them. And tonight they didn't fall as much as I'd like it to.
Other question?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bonsoir.
We will end this press conference with Strasbourg head coach, lastly to coach. That's first feeling after this game, this loss, but this second spot.
Yeah, difficult game. Need to give a credit for Oostende. They came to play. You can see that they have been dominating and winning games, and they see this Champions League as the flashy part of their season, and they always prepare the game plans well. Like today, we just couldn't stop. We couldn't stop them on the first half. Defensively, it was one of our worst games. They did some things well, and it was big disappointment how we couldn't get the defense going. When you start the game like that, it's hard hard night in front of you, and we find it a little bit with small lineup, then with Mitchell and Cavalier, and a lot of fouls and stuff like that. So really messy night. At the end, group is now done, second spot, and we focus on January.
Okay. Can you explain the split between the third and the fourth quarter? You were down by 11, and then you find some energy to come back?
No, we started to compete a little bit more. Defense, we get some stops, we get the game faster. All game long we were like a handbrake on. And this works for their players better than our players. We wanted to play faster, but we just couldn't get it going today. And sometimes basketball is like that. We need to learn from this for the last league game of this year, which is Thursday. And as I said, this is kind of a learning point or learning night for us, more than thinking about the result or future.
Do you think that mentally there was a problem because you have 5 or 6 points in your pocket, the joker, and a little bit of facility because you start well and then you stopped the efforts, no?
I think today with the determination was missing totally, and some moments I felt that we didn't. Let's say that we play like too collective. We look at the guy next to you more than do something by myself, and that was maybe the mistake after a good victory on Saturday. But you're right. The first few minutes was impressive how we came in. So preparation was solid, but then it was a tough after that.
Do you consider that you get the qualification, of course, the second place, but Oostende lost a little bit the hold-up because in the fourth quarter, if they didn't yell about referee, the tendency was very wrong for you.
Yeah.
With the two technical, you see.
But
they give you a little.
No, I never concentrate on other things. I think we gave by shooting 61% of free throws, 33. We gave a lot of ahead for them too. That we should have done our own job, crying or not, or technicals or what. We just we need to be focused on those things. You see our numbers here. We didn't deserve the better result.
I have also because the coach of the Oostende coach said they needed 6
points.
7 points victory. 5 wasn't enough for them.
No, but 6.
6 was enough for them.
Yeah.
They
No.
said 7. So.
No. But the point that if somebody didn't understand the end is that the biggest mistake you can do is to go to the free throw line. Because then you can make one shot and get to the overtime and give them 5 more minutes. So if somebody is surprised at why we didn't do anything else than throw the ball at the end, Mile was smart because even though you go to the free throw line and then you try to miss, but ball can bounce in and 1 point and then you go 5 more minutes again. So we played for this holding it in a 5 or less, and that was the last 2 minutes strategy. Before that, we played hard for every possession.
It's a hoof. In French, we say hoof. It was a hard night, you say.
Yeah, but if this would be only beautiful and nice, like winning Monaco, and then this would be too easy. We need a little bit this punch, and I hope that we use it well to react for Thursday. Now it's not too much time, so quick reaction.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a good night.